Wow. Good evening. Welcome to our fourth State of the City together. I want to start by thanking the public officials from the state and the county who've joined us tonight, members of the clergy who are here, members of the court that are here, the Jersey City Council that's sitting in the front row who have been terrific partners in everything that we do, of course, fellow members of my administration, and most importantly, I want to thank you, the residents of this great city, for giving me this opportunity. So thank you all. In July of 2013, I stood in front of City Hall and I took the oath of office as the 49th mayor of Jersey City. It was one of the proudest moments of my life and something I remain really thankful for each and every day. As your new mayor, I promised I'd work to make you proud. And what we've tried to do as administration for the past 3.5 years is just that. I spoke at the time about bringing jobs to our residents and about bringing investment to neighborhoods west of the waterfront. I talked about the importance of strong schools and the drive to provide all of Jersey City students with the opportunities they deserve. I was passionate about encouraging new businesses to move into Jersey City and about small businesses as being the foundation for our local economy. I talked about my commitment to making Jersey City one of the best mid-sized cities in the entire country. And while we still have much more work to do, I believe we've started to reach the benchmarks we've started to achieve. So during these first few moments when I stood at City Hall, I outlined my plan, I hope, to build an administration that would truly move our city forward. We've had some incredible successes, as well as some real challenging moments, but overall, I am proud to report the state of the city is strong and only getting stronger. I honestly believe that the success of any government is really measured by tangible results, and I know that we have so much we can point to that really proves our progress. During the past 3.5 years, we've built a city that has become the economic engine of the region, a city that's become an example of innovative solutions to social issues, and a city that has accomplished all of that while remaining fiscally responsible to its residents, which might be considered our most remarkable achievement. We've seen unemployment in Jersey City drop to the lowest rate it's been in 25 years, and this has been no coincidence, but rather it's been the result of a deliberate process of working together with businesses to bring jobs and stability back to Jersey City. On both job creation and small business creation, we are proudly #1 in the entire state of New Jersey. So with job creation at the forefront of our policy priorities, we've brought over 7,000 jobs to Jersey City during the past 3.5 years, and we've seen over 600 new small businesses open right here in Jersey City. We certainly have more work to do when it comes to ensuring that these jobs are being made available to all residents, especially groups that have been previously overlooked, but I feel as though we've started to take important steps forward. We've continued to lead the state in construction starts, with nearly 10,000 units currently under construction and another 17,000 units approved. And for the first time, we can say that development is not only exclusive to one neighborhood. So whether you live on the west side or you live in the Heights, you have seen the outcome of the hundreds of millions of dollars worth of investment that we've brought into our city. For the first time in decades, we are seeing development occur in Journal Square. It's something that past administrations had promised to do time and time again, and it finally is actually happening. Look, it's easy to revitalize a waterfront, and for years we've seen this type of progress occur up and down the Hudson River. Yet I believe that the true success story is being written right now, as the geographic heart of our city becomes the symbol of that entire citywide renaissance. Above all, it's important to us that this progress is inclusive. And we've worked hard to ensure that there are opportunities for all residents in all wards. We built more affordable housing during the past 3.5 years than any prior administration in the city's history. We've continued to invest in housing for our city's veterans as well. And as a Marine, these projects are especially meaningful to me. We were the first in New Jersey to take Michelle Obama's challenge to end veteran homelessness. And we are well on our way to accomplishing this goal, and that's something to be proud of. This past October, we opened a development specifically for homeless and disabled veterans, which includes social services on site. And I want to thank two people who are here tonight, Freeholder Bill O'Day and Pat Kelleher of the Hudson County Building Trades, for volunteering thousands of construction hours. I'd like them both to actually stand up. Here's Bill and Pat Kelleher. We'll give them both a round of applause. This year, we will continue to build on this progress with an upcoming Ocean Avenue project in partnership with the Jersey City Redevelopment Agency that will add another 20 veteran priority units, with units specifically reserved for homeless veterans. Regarding our city's children, 3.5 years ago, I spoke about my commitment to providing quality education for all of Jersey City students. Since then, we've made incredible headway toward improving our schools. In partnership with the Board of Education, we've regained nearly full local control over our public school district after being controlled by the state for more than 20 years. Last year, we demonstrated the strength of this promise with the opening of the Dr. Maya Angelou's Public School, the city's first newly constructed school in more than a decade, which now serves 600 of Jersey City students in a state-of-the-art facility. We look forward to the opening of 2 additional schools, an elementary school in the Heights and a new public school to open downtown in a residential housing development, which we announced last year. This partnership project is the first of its kind in the state, and it's funded through private investment, serving as an example of the innovative solutions that we've tried to develop to address a growing school system. We understand the importance of early childhood education as well, and we're working hard to provide classrooms for all of our youngest residents. Just last July, we opened a new 10-classroom pre-K center on the west side. And while we view the increased demand in our schools as a constructive challenge, we also view it as an indicator of our success in building a city in which families want to stay and grow. We've seen an incredible surge of new residents moving into Jersey City during the past few years. And now we are seeing that families are not only beginning here, but they are staying here as well. Just as we've seen improvements in our school system, I'm proud of the work that we've allowed Jersey City to serve as a model on other policies, specifically social initiatives. We were the first in New Jersey to enact paid sick leave legislation. We were the first in the state of New Jersey to raise the minimum wage to $15 per hour for our municipal workers, leading from the front. We were the first in the state of New Jersey to provide trans-inclusive coverage to our city employees. We right here create a nationwide model for prisoner reentry programs right here in Jersey City. And we've launched one of the largest bike share programs in the entire country. Now, we continue to find ways to stand at the forefront of these issues is the reason I share that, and we are proud of that. This past Friday, I signed an executive order establishing Jersey City as a sanctuary city. As we promise to continue to protect Jersey City's unified culture. This is one of the most diverse cities in the entire country, and regardless of the neighborhood in which you live, I am sure that you've experienced the ways in which this diversity adds to the vibrancy of our city. This is truly a unique place to live, to work, and to grow up, and I hope that every day you are proud to live in a place that celebrates culture and values all residents for exactly who they are. So tonight I stand before you to deliver the final State of the City in my first mayoral term. I'm honored to have been given the opportunity to serve each and every one of our city's residents during the past 3.5 years. Each day of this term has brought us closer to defining and effectively implementing our shared collective vision for the future of our city. We've never showed signs of slowing, never relied simply on our most noteworthy accomplishments to move us forward, and we never stopped working to build one Jersey City, issue by issue, neighborhood by neighborhood. This past year, we've continued to advance our city together. We've effectively kept our promise to grow our economy, expand services to our residents without raising taxes. For 3 years, in a row, residents have seen no municipal tax increases, despite a growing police force, the expansion of affordable housing, and the investment of millions of dollars in city parks. Few cities in New Jersey can make that claim. And this year, we are committed to keeping this promise yet again, with tonight announcing for the 4th year in a row, we will have no municipal tax increase. Last year, we also received our 3rd consecutive credit rating upgrade. This progress isn't measured by us, it's measured by independent rating agencies that recognizes the successes of our fiscal policy, which is something we're incredibly proud of. The implementation of sound fiscal policies has allowed us to focus on progressive policy initiatives that will move our city forward together. However, it became increasingly important for us to speak directly to the residents of each ward, not only about the state of the city as a whole, but also about the progress we're making in each neighborhood. For example, right here in Bergen-Lafayette and Ward F. We value the unique qualities of each of our diverse neighborhoods, and we understand that the individual role each plays as an important piece of the entire puzzle. So we're here tonight at the Bethune Center to talk about the importance specifically of Bergen-Lafayette and the commitments we plan on making over the next year to move this specific neighborhood forward. This year, we plan on focusing on producing more affordable housing and increasing our police force to help build a stronger Bergen-Lafayette community. These are our commitments and the broader commitments to you starting here right now in 2017. Since the start of this administration, public safety has been at the forefront of our policies and priorities. We know that new jobs, new schools, new services must be complemented by a strong sense of security in order to be considered successful. We spent the past 3.5 years strengthening our police force and finding innovative solutions to our city's public safety challenges. However, the truth is, crime still exists in some of our neighborhoods and communities, and we're not blind to the reality of those challenges. It comes as no surprise to anyone in this room tonight that crime is still something we struggle with in this particular neighborhood. We're aware of this, and we understand the toll that it takes on you and your family. We've accomplished much during the past few years, both here and throughout the city, but the truth is, building a safer neighborhood for everyone in this room and everyone in this community is the part of my job that I take most seriously. Yes, developments in Journal Square or new businesses in the Heights are great for our city, but if I can find ways to make residents of this specific community feel more comfortable walking home at night or feel a greater sense of pride in this neighborhood, then I know we're doing our job effectively. We haven't ignored this issue or brushed it aside, but rather we've taken firm and strategic steps towards trying to solve these issues. I can't stress enough the impact more police officers will have on the city as a whole, and I'm proud of the steps we've taken to grow our police force to the largest it has been in 20 years. When we first took office in 2013, the Jersey City Police Department was at an all-time low of manpower, 779 police officers. It was my goal at the time to expand our police force to over 900 officers during our first term, and I am proud to report that the most recent class of police recruits brings our police force to 922 officers, the largest it has been in 2 decades. This year, in 2017, we're committing to further strengthening our police department by hiring 2 additional new classes of recruits, which will add another 50 new officers to our police force. We are committed as a city to having a police department of 950 officers. And building a safer city begins with building a strong police force, and I promise we will never stop working towards this goal. Many of the police officers that joined the police force in the past year have been placed in the South and West districts on walking posts on the south side of the city to start their career. Our most recent class of recruits spent the first month of training immersed in the communities they will soon be serving. This is the first time our recruits have begun their training by spending time in the community. This class we hired 1 month early so that they can integrate and learn about the community that they will be serving. They visited local organizations, churches, and they met with leaders who were able to give important insight on the types of issues these neighborhoods face and ways in which these officers can better understand and serve those particular concerns. The only way we build a better and safer city is through strong partnerships within the community. And I believe that this new initiative for our recruits speaks to our commitment to building those relationships. I'd like to ask the members of these new classes to please stand and be recognized for their dedication as they're here tonight. It was only a few years ago that we inherited a police department that didn't adequately reflect the diversity of our communities. We've come a long way since then, and I'm proud that over 70% of the officers we've hired since 2013 have been minorities. This year, we swore in one of the most diverse classes of police officers in the city's history, and we've placed an emphasis on continuing to build a police department that represents the composition of this city. It's important that our new officers have the tools they need to be effective, and we've employed community members to help identify innovative solutions that complement our police officers' efforts. Our administration put in place the first public safety review board for the police department, comprised of people who live and work right here in this community. With their leadership, we recently started the installation of an entirely new CCTV camera program with 200 cameras being installed throughout Jersey City. We're beginning to install these cameras in the South and West districts right now, with the remainder being installed later this year. So improved technology has had a major impact on our efforts to solve some of our public safety challenges. And we've made it our goal to be at the forefront of these types of innovations. But while new technologies helped our officers make more informed decisions, it doesn't replace the type of crucial information that can be gained through positive community-officer relationships. I want to recognize tonight a group that we work with who have taken incredible steps towards successfully building community relationships, and one that will continue to make lasting impressions on the residents and children of this community. Black Law Enforcement Serving the Community is an organization of law enforcement officers who are committed to giving back to their community through mentoring and service. These officers care deeply about this neighborhood, and they volunteer their time to work within the community to promote anti-gang and anti-violence messages. And they've been terrific partners. I'm exceptionally proud of this group and each of the officers who take the time to make a difference while in and out of uniform. And I look forward to working to build that stronger relationship and that stronger bond with this community. I'd like to ask John and Anthony and Rashawn of Bless to please stand up and be recognized. Our approach to public safety is comprehensive and effectively incorporates new technology and community involvement to build in safer neighborhoods. However, we also understand the importance of providing economic opportunities that will help to prevent crime. When we opened Martin's Place in July of 2014, we knew that we were taking the first step in creating a national model for prisoner reentry programs. Providing a second chance for previously incarcerated residents should be a major priority for urban cities everywhere, because when we work to break the cycle of recidivism in positive and productive ways, we help build stronger individuals, stronger families, and ultimately stronger communities. And while our entry program has been nationally recognized for its successes, we haven't lost sight of the importance of helping young men and women in this community gain the skills and experiences necessary to build productive careers as well. We remain aware of the need for opportunities for young people who have proactively taken measures to pursue a career. Our ongoing Jersey City Summer Works initiative, which is now in its 4th year, brings together public sector, private sector, and local nonprofits to provide comprehensive youth employment and enrichment efforts to over 1,000 students a year right here in Jersey City. Programs such as this give young people an opportunity in our communities and a chance to explore different career paths, learn crucial skills that will help to move them forward. We've prioritized recreation and youth involvement programs as a way to keep our city students engaged after school, providing pathways to new learning experiences, chances to become involved in the community as well. We want our city's youth to use their time outside of school in fun, productive, and most importantly, safe ways. That's why we've added over 30 new recreation programs, and we've reappropriated our budget to include an additional $1 million per year to expand our recreation programs since our administration took office. Last year, we expanded parks and recreation programming in all 6 wards, and we began collaborating with the Board of Education to bring programming to the city schools. In addition to conventional activities such as basketball and soccer, after-school programming now also includes educational opportunities, including engineering workshops and homework assistance. This year, through partnerships with the Board of Education and Jersey City Together, we will expand after-school recreation programs in schools 14, 15, and 29. We realize that recreation programs shouldn't only serve young people, which is why we've made a commitment to expand programming for all residents at every level. Where we are tonight is a great example. The Bethune Center serves as the best example of a space where our expanded recreation offerings have been extremely successful. You may remember a few years ago that this center sorely lacked programming and was used primarily as a party rental space. We wanted to change that, and I'm excited that this space now serves as an important cultural center for the Ward F community. Through Elvin's leadership, the Bethune Center now services thousands of people a week with programming ranging from salsa lessons to drama classes to art classes. The programs we've added also rely on strong partnerships with groups within the community. We partner with social service groups, housing groups, recreation partners, but tonight, I want to recognize a group that has been serving as an example of a positive force in this community and one that has taken the initiative to empower young women in this neighborhood and beyond. The Honeybees, who are here with us tonight, to grow during the past year into a community organization that motivates and empowers young women through Double Touch. This team, which celebrated placing in a national championship last year, has worked in partnership with the city's recreation department to mentor and empower young women, instilling in them the confidence they need to be successful. I want to take a second and ask Takira Clark and Kimberly Price to please stand of the Honeybees. We want to make Jersey City a place that allows children to explore their interests, discover new ideas, and learn in exciting ways. We also want our city's youth, and especially those within this neighborhood, to have access to opportunities that will allow them to succeed. Just a few weeks ago, the City Council approved plans for the expansion of the Liberty Science Center, known as SciTech City. This $280 million project will be developed by the Science Center in conjunction with Jersey City and will feature a biotech lab, a coding lab, a technology business incubator, and a K-12 STEM-focused public school. This is truly a transformative project, and one that will establish Jersey City and Bergen-Lafayette specifically as the home of the region's premier innovation destination, as well as a place that will educate the next generation of students as leaders in the fields of science and technology. We know that thriving communities include safe places to live, work, and learn, but we also recognize the importance of investing in places to play as well. We've made significant investments in parks and open spaces in this specific neighborhood and know that in the past, these valuable community assets have often been overlooked. Last spring, we opened Berry Lane Park, a project that we pushed through to completion by reallocating city resources and pursuing additional grant funding. This former industrial site is now the city's largest municipal park and the first to be constructed in decades. When we opened this flagship park, we knew that this park would bring together families from all over the city, but most importantly, we knew it would enhance the neighborhood overall. I hope you and your family have had a chance to explore this 17-acre park with its basketball courts, soccer fields, a football field, and a spray park. More recently, as another example, we finalized the proposed redesign of Fulton Avenue Park, which will include more open space, a performance space, and a space for a farmer's market. We've collaborated with the community on this redesign, including the Jackson Hill SID, and we hope that this repurposed space becomes the positive community asset it once was years ago. So just as we've invested in new officers, new youth programs, and new parks to build a stronger Bergen-Lafayette community, it's important that we provide the resources necessary for people to stay in their homes and be part of the changing city. That's why this year, we will take several important steps to make sure that our lifelong residents can continue to call Jersey City home. I mentioned earlier that we built more affordable housing in the last 3.5 years than previous 10 years combined. However, I know, and you know, that we are just scraping the surface of what the need is. This year, we are committing to another 600 new or preserved affordable housing units here in Jersey City. We're also going to continue to push for more projects with inclusionary affordable housing. So as we scale back and revise our tax abatement program, the one place where we will continue to focus is affordable housing. We recently approved a project that will include 54 units of affordable housing right around the hub. And that's something we should be proud of, but again, we are going to push more. We want to ensure that the economic revitalization occurring in this area does not negatively impact the affordability of housing within this neighborhood, and we are committed to protecting this balance. Another important step is protecting our residents is the expansion of our landlord-tenant office in City Hall. This office hasn't been significantly upgraded in decades, and this year we will provide additional resources and caseworkers to expand capacity. When we revamp the landlord-tenant office, we'll also expand the website so that tenants have easier access to important information that they need. We're also going to create a database of lawyers that can help advocate for tenant rights when problems arise. We aim to provide our residents with the resources they need to ensure that they feel protected in their homes and in their communities. Also, later this month, with the support of the Council President, Rolando Lavara, who's here tonight, an ordinance will be introduced that strengthens our city's rules regarding door-to-door solicitation. We understand that aggressive real estate solicitations make homeowners feel uncomfortable and vulnerable in their own homes, and we've taken real measures to resolve this issue. The city will establish a no-knock registry that will help protect homeowners from door-to-door solicitations and will safeguard their privacy. This year, we're also taking concrete steps towards providing more affordable housing and providing resources and protections for residents as homeowners. Yet we understand that building neighborhoods that people call home also require us to focus on strengthening our local economy as well. The local economy is really the pulse of any city, and our approach to building one Jersey City starts with strengthening the economies within our individual neighborhoods. We work to encourage projects that will bring life to areas of the city that deserve them the most. And it's no secret that Bergen-Lafayette has been a long overlooked neighborhood when it comes to economic development. That feeling has resulted in detrimental lack of activity and opportunity, and sometimes, honestly, a feeling of hopelessness. When my administration first took office, we worked to find ways to prioritize this neighborhood, and we saw the importance of investing right here. Since then, we've made real significant strides in rebuilding this crucial neighborhood, and I know that the future of Bergen-Lafayette has never looked better. As an example of the type of economic investment we're bringing to this community, last year, we broke ground on the City Hall Annex to be located at the hub. This is a pivotal undertaking and one that will bring new activity to a commercial center that has enormous potential. This $20 million project will be a state-of-the-art facility and is the single largest development investment made in Bergen-Lafayette's history by the city, and will be at the center of the area's economic revitalization. We're going to be bringing 300 city jobs to this new development in order to spark this revitalization. And with new activity comes new businesses, and we expect new restaurants and shops to follow this investment. We've also seen businesses begin to believe in our vision for this neighborhood as well. We also brought a full-service bank back to the hub, which has been without one for nearly 5 years prior. This was a major accomplishment and will continue to provide new financial opportunities and resources for residents. We've identified ways to incentivize private investment along this neighborhood's commercial corridors as well. During the past year, several public meetings were held to bring community members together to help the city develop the Jackson Hill redevelopment plan. This plan lays out a roadmap for attracting residential and commercial development along the 2.4-mile-long commercial corridor connecting McKinley Square to Greenville, including Monticello and Martin Luther King Drive. I want to thank everyone who took the time to help craft this plan, with a special thanks to Michelle Massey, who has not only been a tremendous partner, but also an incredible community leader. During the past year, we've seen the first wave of these important investments actually occur locally. In April, we celebrated the opening of the Baker Building, which is the first major private residential development in Ward F in decades. We view this project as a milestone for this community, and is the first of many projects that we'll continue to see during the next few years. New small businesses have also started to take root in Bergen Lafayette, and we celebrate the vibrancy these businesses bring to this community. We've made important improvements to the local infrastructure as well. Last spring, the city started repaving program to resurface over 16 miles of roads throughout the city. In Bergen Lafayette specifically, this included major streets such as Ocean Avenue, Monticello, Communipaw, among many additional roadways that are scheduled to be done this year. Over the next year, we will continue to make upgrades to this neighborhood's infrastructure with intersection safety and traffic signal improvements on Martin Luther King Drive, as well as additional roadway reconstruction. Since my very first moments as mayor of this city, I valued this community and have worked ever since to make each and every resident within this community proud to be from Bergen Lafayette. This neighborhood had long been a forgotten place, and the level of neglect that could be seen took decades to occur. Many of these issues won't be solved overnight or even in one single mayoral term. However, I truly believe we've started to lay the framework that will revive a community and restore hope in residents that sometimes feel forgotten. Over the coming year, our major focus will be on public safety and affordable housing here in Bergen Lafayette, and we will continue to move this neighborhood forward in significant ways. As stated earlier, the success of any administration is measured by results. And just as I stood on the steps of City Hall almost 4 years ago to discuss promises and future priorities for administration, I stand before you this evening to outline the successes we've accomplished together as a community. We didn't come here tonight to simply offer a checklist of everything we've done right during the past 3.5 years, but rather we're here this evening to reassure you that we are making incredible progress together, and we're moving forward truly in exciting ways. Most importantly, I want to give you an honest assessment of where our administration stands on critical issues that impact your life every day. As our city and our neighborhoods continue to grow, we promise to never stop improving, and we hope tonight has served as further proof that we spend each and every working day trying to move this city forward. Your presence here tonight shows that you care and that you're willing to play a role in making our community even stronger. I sincerely thank and I'm thankful to each one of you for this, and I look forward to continuing to work together. I found that building relationships with residents and partnerships within the community has truly been one of the most rewarding experiences of being mayor. And as we look to the future, please know that we will continue to act with personal care, attention, and offering everything we have to creating one Jersey City that affords resources and successes to all of our residents. With your help and perseverance, even during these politically divisive times, I'm certain that we will continue to unite our neighborhoods and will bring all of Jersey City together and better for our efforts. And with that, thank you all for coming out tonight, and God bless Jersey City.